Hey everybody, I'm Chris and this is the Rum Rumble. Today I wanted to take some time to talk about one of Australia's premier rum distilleries, that being the Mount Uncle Distillery and the Far North Queensland Rum Company. With me, I have three of their rums. Their unaged platinum rum, their aged Iridium Rum, and a special bottling done by the Boutique-y Rum Company. Something very interesting and worthwhile to note about Mount Uncle Distillery is that all their rums are made from a cane sugar syrup. Additionally, all their rums are pot-distilled, which very well plays into the grassy, sweet, and somewhat volatile nature that cane syrup rums can create. Mount Uncle Distillery is located in far northern Queensland in Australia, which creates some beautiful aging characteristics in their barrels for their rums and the terroir of the local sugarcane that goes into making these rums. So I suppose the best place to start is with Platinum, the unaged rum. Now, I love Platinum a lot. The first thing that jumps out to me from the bottle is this very strong smell of freshly pressed, cloudy apple juice. A sort of Granny Smith apple juice, and it's really strong, really sweet, and smells really smooth. Then behind that is your classic cane juice, cane syrup style, grassy aromas. Your citrus, your bright herbs, and freshly cut grass. And that's all backed up really well on the palate. It's crisp, it's delicate, yet still has quite a bit of ripe green flavor. This is a beautiful rum, in my opinion, and is a go-to for cocktails, and is one of those rums I would like to use to introduce to people who are just starting in the cane juice, cane syrup rum category. Now, next on our list is Iridium. Iridium is FNQ's staple aged rum release. It's matured for 5 years in Australian ex-red wine oak barrels, all in that tropical climate of far northern Queensland. A really interesting note for me is that this was my first proper sipping rum, and when I first tried it, I recall I disliked it. It tasted far too much like a whiskey to me, but over the years, as I've grown into rums, this has become a beloved bottle of mine. On the nose, it's a really clear departure from the unaged platinum rum. I get strong notes of vanilla and coconut, honestly just like you would find in a Foursquare Dawley's rum. Now, flavors wise, again, it's a very strong departure from the platinum rum. Iridium really showcases this classic tropical rum vibe. Again, much like Dawley's, lots of vanilla, caramel, and coconut is there, but then it's backed up nicely with the red wine barrel influence, hints of red fruits and baking spices. As I said before, this is a rum I really enjoy and is very close to me. Now, last but certainly not least is this independent bottling of Mount Uncle rum. This comes from That Boutique-y Rum Company over in the UK and is matured for 12 years. It's just like Iridium in that it's been matured in ex-red wine barrels, but this special rum is then bottled at a cask strength, a whopping 64.9% ABV. This is a rum I really looked forward to hearing about and receiving when I heard it was going to be just like Iridium, but even more of what I loved about it. Now, just on the nose alone, it is a really big development on the classic Iridium. On top of the coconut and vanilla, which are a bit muted in this, it is instead supplanted by lots of these great tropical fruit notes. I'm getting lemon candies, lime peel, pineapple, all things that really play into well this style of pot still and tropically aged rum. Now, flavors wise, this is a totally different beast from FNQ's other rums. To me personally, it does have a bit more of a whiskey-like hit, like I originally found in Iridium. However, I can now associate it more with the whiskey sort of flavor I find in Hampton's 8-year-old rum, which is really pleasant because hidden in there are layers of these great tropical fruit notes, and then it goes on with the classic Iridium style vanilla, coconut, toffee, and then the red wine barrel influence. So that's Mount Uncle's Rums. I can only hope that they keep putting out great products like this in the future, and that they expand their range with experimental styles of barrels. They have previously done a limited release of a 10-year-old Iridium, which was matured in agave spirit casks, which I've tried and is lovely, although I don't have with me, but I can only hope that they go on to do more incredible rums. That does Australia proud. Cheers, guys.